Fellow gardeners, I need to share something that completely changed how I view my yard, and it might just revolutionize yours too. That bright yellow weed you've been cursing and pulling every spring, the one that seems to mock your perfectly manicured lawn with its persistent presence. It's actually one of nature's most sophisticated soil engineers, working tirelessly to heal your earth while you sleep. I'm talking about the humble dandelion, and after 15 years of gardening, I can confidently say this misunderstood plant has become my secret weapon for soil health. Let me tell you why you should think twice before reaching for that weeder. When most people see a dandelion, they see a nuisance. When I see one now, I see a master engineer at work. That single dandelion in your yard isn't just sitting there looking pretty, it's running a sophisticated soil improvement operation right beneath your feet. Dandelions possess one of nature's most impressive root systems. These tap roots can penetrate up to 15 feet deep into the soil, far deeper than most of our prized garden plants could ever dream of reaching. While your tomatoes and roses are scratching around in the top 18 inches of soil, dandelions are down there breaking up hardpan, creating channels for water and air, and accessing nutrients that have been locked away for years. So, think of dandelions as nature's rototillers, but honestly they're just so much more gentle and, well, a lot more effective. They're not simply breaking up compacted soil, they're actually restructuring it from the inside out, creating this whole network of pathways that, ends up benefiting every plant nearby. Now, here's where dandelions really shine, and honestly, it's the main reason I've stopped seeing them as competitors to my garden plants. These remarkable weeds work kind of like living nutrient elevators, pulling up deep soil minerals all the way to the surface where those shallow-rooted plants can finally get to them. Dandelions are what we call dynamic accumulators, basically plants that have evolved to concentrate specific nutrients in their tissues. They're especially good at accumulating potassium, phosphorus, iron, calcium, and magnesium. And when dandelion leaves decompose, whether that's naturally or when you eventually cut them back, they release all those concentrated nutrients right where your other plants actually need them most. I learned this lesson the hard way in my vegetable garden. For years I fought a losing battle against dandelions in my tomato beds, spending countless hours pulling them out. Then I noticed something interesting. The areas where I'd been less vigilant about dandelion removal consistently produced healthier, more productive tomato plants. Once I understood the science behind this observation, I started viewing dandelions as companion plants rather than competitors. Compacted soil is the enemy of healthy gardens, and it's more common than most gardeners realize. Every time we walk on our garden beds, drive equipment over them, or simply deal with heavy rainfall, we're potentially creating compaction issues that can persist for years. Dandelions are nature's answer to this problem. Their powerful taproots don't just penetrate compacted layers, they actively break them apart. As the roots grow and eventually decompose, they leave behind channels that improve drainage, increase oxygen penetration, and create highways for beneficial soil organisms to move through the soil profile. I've seen this transformation firsthand in my own garden. An area that once pooled water after every rain now drains beautifully, thanks to the dandelions I stopped pulling 3 years ago. The soil structure has improved so dramatically that I can now grow plants there that previously would have rotted in the waterlogged conditions. Healthy soil isn't just about minerals and structure, it's about the living ecosystem beneath our feet. Dandelions play a crucial role in supporting beneficial soil microorganisms, creating a thriving underground community that benefits all plants in the area. The root exudates produced by dandelions feed beneficial bacteria and fungi in the soil. These microorganisms in turn help break down organic matter, cycle nutrients, and protect plant roots from harmful pathogens. It's a beautiful symbiotic relationship that we disrupt every time we pull a dandelion from the soil. Moreover, dandelions support mycorrhizal fungi, the beneficial organisms that form partnerships with plant roots to improve nutrient uptake. These fungal networks can extend for miles underground, connecting plants and allowing them to share resources. When you leave dandelions in place, you're supporting this crucial underground internet that makes your entire garden more resilient. Now, I'm not suggesting you let dandelions take over your entire garden. That would be just as problematic as eliminating them completely. The key is strategic management that harnesses their soil-improving benefits while maintaining the aesthetic and functional aspects of your garden space. In my ornamental beds, I practice selective tolerance. I allow dandelions to establish in areas where I need soil improvement, but I remove them before they go to seed if they're competing too heavily with my desired plants. This gives me the soil benefits without the aggressive spread. For vegetable gardens, I've found that leaving dandelions along the edges and in pathways provides maximum benefit with minimal interference. They improve soil structure in these areas while staying out of the way of my crops. When I do need to remove them, I cut them at soil level rather than pulling the entire root, which allows the root system to continue its soil-improving work as it decomposes. Understanding dandelion life cycles is crucial for effective management. These plants put most of their energy into root development during their first year, making this the time when they're doing their most intensive soil improvement work. Young dandelions with their massive energy reserves are breaking up soil and accumulating nutrients at peak efficiency. Once dandelions mature and begin focusing energy on flower and seed production, their soil improvement contributions level off. This is often the ideal time to remove them if you need to, as you've already gained most of the soil benefits they can provide. I've found that timing my dandelion management with my garden's needs creates the best results. In new garden areas where I'm trying to improve soil structure, I usually let dandelions work for a full growing season before making any removal decisions. While soil health is the primary focus of our discussion, it's definitely worth noting that dandelions provide additional garden benefits. They're actually among the first flowers to bloom in spring, providing crucial early-season nectar for bees and other pollinators when little else is available. Their flowers also attract beneficial insects that help control garden pests. The flowers themselves are edible and make interesting additions to salads, while the leaves can be harvested as nutritious greens. This dual-purpose nature makes dandelions even more valuable in sustainable garden systems. The transformation in my garden really began when I shifted my perspective. I stopped seeing dandelions as invaders and started recognizing them as partners. This mental shift, let me tell you, allowed me to work with natural processes rather than constantly fighting against them. I really encourage you to spend some time just observing the dandelions in your garden. Notice where they're growing. It's often in the areas that need the most soil improvement. And hey, pay attention to how other plants respond in areas where dandelions have been working. You might be surprised by what you discover. The next time you see a dandelion in your garden, take a moment to appreciate the complex work happening beneath the surface. That simple yellow flower represents a sophisticated soil improvement system that's been perfecting its methods for millions of years. By working with dandelions rather than against them, you're partnering with one of nature's most effective soil engineers. Your garden will thank you with improved structure, better drainage, increased fertility, and healthier plants overall. Remember, the best gardens aren't just about what we plant, they're about understanding and supporting the natural processes that create healthy living soil. Dandelions are offering to help with this crucial work, free of charge. Ready to transform your relationship with your garden's soil? Subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more insights into working with nature's wisdom, and share this article with fellow gardeners who are ready to see their weeds in a whole new light. Your soil and your plants will thank you for it.